Hey yo, what is going on everybody? Depraved Slasher, and we are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
Hella Depraved.
Yes, we are. So...
Throwback Thursday is back.
It's Throwback Thursday, and Hellcat won last week.
Sorta.
Her video for... Which was Hailstorm?
Hailstorm. Familiar Taste of Poison.
Familiar Taste of Poison beat out NWA's track. It was 3 the Hard Way.
What can I say?
So, we get to watch hers
Y'all
first.
have good taste. So this is cheating, but not quite cheating.
She's a cheater.
Kinda not. Break-In, the actual Hailstorm track, is 7 years old.
Right.
6 or 7. The addition of Amy Lee started a year or two after that to making it a duet. Problem is that all of those tracks that I was aware of were all live concerts. So they were being recorded by non-professional, just concert goers, and the background was atrocious. Just all of the cheering, and I mean, I'm sure it was wonderful and everything, and I would have loved to have been there, but audio quality was horrible.
It was poo-poo.
Yeah. So, while I wanted you to hear this track, I did not want you to hear an actual throwback version of the track. Luckily enough, during quarantine, these two women got together separately via Zoom or some sort of device in their recording studios and did a live version that way.
So there's no
background noise.
Extremely loud crowd.
Right.
Screaming.
Right.
Now, I'm hoping at some point there's like an official audio version of this to come out.
I thought I had seen
that's
one,
like
but...
fully mixed and
Right.
done in a way with other, instruments that they might want to use, if
Right.
any. Like an actual full version of it.
Right.
But this is just Lzzy playing the piano and then the both of them singing.
All the versions that I know of have just been piano.
Okay.
So I don't know if there ever would be any other instruments added. I do hope that there is an official audio released at some point.
Now, I will say, in terms of throwback tracks, I am personally probably most excited about this out of everything you've picked. I have now heard the lead singer from Hailstorm.
Lzzy. Yep.
She's got a beautiful voice. And I mean, I was already practically making love to Amy Lee's voice in my dreams when I was a teenager.
I was too. I'm not even gonna lie. Although I guess that was like the end of my teen years or whatever, but I was still... I definitely had a female crush on her.
All jokes aside, she's got an amazing fucking voice. And, yeah.
Well,
so I'm stoked for this.
Yeah.
Without further ado, we will somewhat slash it up and break it down.
We will listen in awe and shock is what we'll do.
Probably.
Yeah.
This is Lzzy Hale, which, by the way, all of you artists that want to spell your names all odd-like, when searching for Lzzy Hale, she didn't tell me at first that there was the I wasn't there, so I'm searching Lzzy.
Whoops.
And then I'm
Just
like,
didn't think of it.
how does she spell her name? And she's like,
Oh.
she's like, oh, all I heard was ZZY, and I'm like, well, is that it? And then she's like, oh, no, there's no I.
Right.
And I was like, son of a bitch. Because everybody she's picked, either I mess up the name in the actual thumbnail, or I have to go through and rechange everything.
Amy Lee.
She's normal.
Yes.
Well, she's got a normal name. I won't say she's normal.
Ish. None of them will ever be normal.
No, I joke, kind of. Honestly, we just
spell checks no help is basically what he's saying.
Yeah, but we love y'all's music. So, with that being said, this is Lzzy Hale featuring Amy Lee.
Break-In.
The lead singers from Hailstorm and Evanescence.
Yes.
Break-In. Let's get it. Who's Mick Scissorhands?
I couldn't answer that.
Something
on the Evanescence channel.
How did he get a cool name?
True.
Edward Scissorhands is one of my favorite Tim Burton movies.
Yeah, did he change his name? for that.
Do you
or
actually
was-
have scissor hands? Like, do you poke holes in water beds and shit?
He would ask them. It was a very good movie, though. I will say.
What last time I paused before we actually get to hear her sing?
Mm.
If I had one wish, it would be that she was playing this on an actual like grand piano right now, which I'm
That
sure
would
she
be
probably does on stage.
Stand up. I don't think it was. Well, I mean, okay, so the
I say
live-
grand piano, but I mean like traditional, just
Yeah,
piano.
I think the stages I've seen her on would have been too small for. Most of them were not the indoor arena type stages.
Well, I say that because I think to like back to listening to "Falling in Reverse" is the Drug Me is Reimagined,
Right.
and how great that
Sonically.
sounded on a
Yeah.
regular piano, and I think this would have made this even better
Right.
on an actual just standard piano.
Right.
Okay, I'll stop pausing.
I think
it.
that in general with
ridiculously. All music.
yeah
It's-
the electronic piano versus
Right.
Put your lighter in the air and lead me back home. When it's all said and done, I'll follow the echoes. I hear you night after night calling out my name. Ooh. And I find myself running to meet you.
Hold on, I gotta go change my underwear real quick.
I told you, yeah, like when you asked if they had ever been on a track together, or you asked if all three of the people that I really liked from the last reaction, Lzzy, Maria Brink, and Amy had ever been on a track together. I told you this would blow your mind. I wish, honestly, that the three of them had all been on the same track. You still haven't heard too much of Maria Brink. We haven't done any reactions other than the one live that has never been posted because it got blocked. But yeah, they sonically are amazing.
Yeah. Again, I'm just saying, regular
need
piano, this would have been.
I need like at least 6-song EP. Just
The two of
even just the two of them. Yeah,
Just the two of them.
just.
Meet you. I didn't wanna escape from the bricks that I laid down. You are the only one that sees me, trusts me and believes me. You are the only one that knows me, and in the dark you show me.
I promise you, the stink face I got going on right now is not a bad thing.
It's a, oh my god, that's so good.
Oh. The way that Amy Lee is harmonizing with her right now.
Right? And letting her carry the lead in the actual-
Well, I feel like Amy Lee's style in this type of situation, just her regular style is like that because that's how she normally sings.
Right.
She kind of draws things out a little bit.
right.
And
It's a more round, it's a rounder mouth placement. Yeah.
right. So just this oh my god.
I told.
Only one that knows me, and in the dark you show me. Yeah, it's perfectly reckless. Damn, you leave me defenseless. So breaking. You let me fall apart without letting go.
You know who I would rather have them work with in like a trio type setting? Radke.
Okay, I mean, I don't know that I would say rather, but I would love to see the three of them.
Well, here's the reason I say that, because we were talking about the trio that you were talking about
Right.
earlier. I feel like a male vocal
Would
add more depth to it
I can see where you're
sonically,
going, yeah.
and I just feel like his voice would match so well
Right.
with how
Now,
they're singing.
you have not heard any of what I would consider Maria Brink's ballads at all.
Possibly not.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
And because her voice naturally has grit to it, not like Joan Jett kind of grit, not like that kind of rock and roll, but it just has more texture to it. Like I see Amy Lee as more of like a rounded, full mouth, like I said, almost operatic ooze kind of awe. Whereas Lzzy Hale has a wonderful clarity to her voice, but it's more enunciated vocalizations. Maria's is more of that sultry sound to it. So when she actually sings ballads versus any of the growling stuff like that, there's just another dimension there. So if I wanted to hear an epic trio of female vocalists, that would be who I would pick, because she does do amazing ballads. I think something like this on a regular piano, because I'll still agree with you there, maybe with some violins, even a setup like Familiar Taste of Poison with the violins and some of the guitars and everything would be amazing for them. But I'll also agree with, adding in Ronnie Radke, his voice, like in the reimagined version of the drug.
The Drug in Me is reimagined.
Yeah, the Drug in Me Is You, would be amazing with these two, or with Maria. So yeah.
Then you pick up the pieces and you make me whole. I didn't wanna escape from the bricks that I laid down. You are the only one that sees me, trusts me and believes me. You are the only one that knows me, and in the dark you show me. Yeah, it's perfectly reckless. Damn, you leave me defenseless. So break in and take everything I have, till there is nothing left, till it's just your voice in my head. And when the lights come on, you see me as I am, you're still inside me. You are the only one that sees me, trust me and believes me. You are the only one that knows me, and in the dark you show me. Yeah, it's perfectly reckless. Damn, you leave me defenseless. So break in. Break in. Put your lighter in the air and lead me back home.
Like right at the end.
That was fantastic. I am not even going to sit here in front. I don't know much of what the song was about.
You were just vibing the whole time. You're like, oh my god.
Not that they
oh my
were
God.
hard to understand, but
Right?
listen. Okay, so this is the rare moment that the singing side of me kicks in, where I'm listening to the harmonies and
Paying less attention to the lyrics.
paying less.
Which is what the whole channel is based on, is the lyric breakdown.
I couldn't help it with these two.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying that's a great thing. That's speaking to their ability as, especially since it was only to a piano.
Now, I do have a question. Were they saying throw up a ladder or a lighter? Because it sounds like ladder in the beginning.
Lighter.
And the end, it sounded like lighter, because at first when they're like, throw a ladder in the air, help me find you, or something like that. And
lighter and lead me back home.
And in my mind, I'm
lighter
like...
in the air.
Well, I get it, but I'm saying, but in my mind, I'm like, the fuck is a ladder going to do for you?
Well, I mean, if you're breaking in somewhere, maybe you're climbing out the second floor window, or I'm not...
But at the end, it sounded like lighter.
Yeah.
And that's when it clicked, and I was like, well, maybe I should ask, just in case. I'm obviously mishearing one of them wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well.
But see, this is, again, I haven't heard the other girl, but thinking back to Ronnie, I'm picturing that part where they fully went in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picturing the part in The Drug and Me is Reimagined where he starts screaming,
right.
and the fire kicks in the video, the
right.
jump scare part, and I'm just thinking that at that moment,
although
would have been fantastic.
I think lyrically, which, you know, once you actually listen, I don't blame you at all. I don't think I heard a single fucking lyric the first time I heard it either. I mean, that was also partially the sound of the concert goers behind it, but I was just listening to the harmonies as well, because my ears were going, well, that's fantastic. My brain did not kick in.
I mean, I got liquid coming out of my ear. I don't know if they
Right.
orgasmed or if we just got out the shower.
That was an eargasm. That's what that's
Right.
called. But Maria Brink can growl. So if you wanted the kind of like...
She's like, I just want an all-girl
No,
song.
I think lyrically for this particular song, I would have added her as the choice, simply because she can add that growl. I mean, don't get me wrong, Lzzy doesn't necessarily... She has more of like a rock and roll grit. She doesn't actually normally growl. But Maria Brink has the same ability to vocal fry that Ronnie Radke... I mean, I will go as far as to say that he's better at it. Just more power behind it, and so on and so forth.
I just want to hear more Ronnie places. I think that's what it boils down to.
I will agree.
With features, because I don't think I've heard him do things with other people. I think I've
Not
heard
much.
I think I've heard like stuff with his band, obviously,
Well,
from what we reacted to.
And
I kind of want to see him jump around to some of the more
right.
prevalent bands.
And you've seen Corey Taylor, which you're not... I don't...
Which one's Corey Taylor?
He was the guy from Slipknot that
right.
joined Radke in one of his...
Right.
Of the trilogy. But, you know, I mean, yeah, I can see what you mean. But I would definitely have added, if you want that growling force in this song lyrically, I would have added Maria. Now, would I like to see these two women on a track that is...
Get all three women
piano,
and him on a track.
Yeah, that's piano, violin, and has that kind of like growling emphasis or something at the end. Shit, yeah.
Actually,
do it, girls.
If Lzzy or Amy are watching and you guys want an excellent singer to sing with, y'all should check out Binks.
Oh.
I'm trying to get him work.
Or Atlas.
Binks or Atlas. I don't think they're going to watch this, though. You never know.
Well, you never know. But
Binks is known as both being able to sing and rap. He sounds like Justin Timberlake when he sings, in my opinion.
Right. Well, I mean, in terms of like his
style.
ability, his vocal ability, he doesn't like, yeah. But yeah, no, I would like you said, to hear this fully. Like, if I am just missing it somewhere, let me know. But if they fully produced this, maybe like you said, on grand piano.
I was gonna say I would definitely advise an actual piano as opposed to a keyboard.
With maybe even just minimal violin, cello, even just the regular piano, but it's...
I wouldn't even mind... I even wouldn't mind very light percussion. And what I mean by that is there's times where towards the end when they're drawing things out, to have the like light tambourine taps going on.
Even to have, because I like the track though this way.
Right.
I would like it like if you recorded this acoustically, and it was an actual recording, that would be amazing. But if they did something like the more ballad style that they recorded Familiar Taste of Poison, because that's not Hailstorm's. I mean, that's more their ballady. They don't normally have the violin stuff, but if they had something like that, that was lighter percussion. The guitars were kept, down with or below the violins. But again, the crescendo that takes place in Familiar Taste of Poison, like this one, with just that backing of the strings and some of the percussion, and I don't know that we'd ever hear the lyrics, honestly. You would never understand the lyrics. You would be so dead set on their voices and the instrumental.
No, I'd be making orgasm sounds in my head the entire time I'm listening.
That's why I'm saying you would never be able to. I'm not sure if that's orgasm sounds, like you need a special bus, baby. But it's more like...
Licking windows.
You lick me all the time. That in that way is what I meant. Like, the no take backs, it's mine. But yeah.
The O face. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh. Sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, great song.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I am so glad to hear it without...
Lyrically, what's the song about?
Somebody that is able to see them for who they are and step past all of their outer guards that they've developed over time. That's why it's called Break-In. Leaves them defenseless in terms of having that sort of separation from the person that sees them.
Okay.
And acceptance with it.
If they ever get a full version out, it will definitely end up on a playlist.
Right.
In my Spotify.
Right. So.
Please work on that.
That is amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing.
But yeah, if you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below, what did you think of Lzzy Hale Amy Lee's Break-In? Right. Also comment down below what else you guys would like to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things. As usual.
Push our buttons.
Push our buttons.
Go over to this channel, I guess is the Evanescence channel, and like and subscribe. And if there is not an official audio recording,
I'm gonna fucking cry.
Then I need all of you to just spam the heck out of their channels so that we can get one. That's all. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. We love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Cannot wait to see you depraved people later.
Bye.
Peace.